Hello again, everyone. This is Dr. Dan Bockmann, and today's topic, we're going to talk about the 2 kinds of toughness you need to have. You have to be a successful athlete, especially if you plan on going to higher or elite levels, professional, collegiate level. There's 2 kinds of toughness. Most people are aware of the first kind. The second kind is the more rare kind. So the first kind of toughness is you need to have the toughness, the gumption to put in the hard work, to do the training, the lifting, the sprinting, the running, the learning the skill, putting in the hard time working and sweating. That's the more common kind of toughness to have. But the less common kind of toughness is the mental toughness to back off a little bit when your body needs a chance to recover. Now, the reason that's less common is because most of us want to go, and we figure the more work I put into this thing, the stronger I'm going to get, the faster I'm going to get, the better I'm going to get at my skill or my sport. But if your body is trying to tell you that it needs some relative rest, a chance to recover from the last workout, or if you have some pain or stiffness, soreness that is progressively worsening as time goes by, that's your body telling you, hey, we're giving you a heads up. This soreness that you're starting to notice more and more every time you throw a baseball, that's something that needs to be addressed because the trend it's heading is not good. That's when you need to give your body relative rest. Relative rest does not mean laying in bed for 3 days. In fact, that's going to make you worse. Relative rest means backing off intensity, frequency, or duration of training long enough for your body to catch up with the healing and then reintroducing your sport in incremental levels upward, that each increment is handled by all your parts without big setbacks. So relative rest may mean, let's say you're a pitcher and you're throwing, you're training 5 days a week. Say you're a kid in high school, you're training 5 days a week and you're throwing, for say 2 hours a day. And your shoulder pain is getting worse as days go by. At first it only hurt you at nighttime. Didn't hurt to throw at all. In fact, maybe you felt a little better throwing. But then it's starting to hurt you during throwing. And then it's like you wake up one morning, it's painful to lift your arm. So that is a clear trend in the wrong direction. So relative rest means maybe you play first base for a bit. Maybe where you're not pitching the volume. Or it's a perfect time to look at your possible mechanical deficits like flexibility and strength. Does your shoulder have enough flexibility to go through all of its ranges normally? And does it have the muscle strength to protect you during the throwing action? Because if you have deficits in one of those 2 areas, you're going to break yourself eventually regardless. You're going to be going through that cycle. Get stronger, 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 hurt myself, recover. Stronger, 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 hurt myself, recover. And never get above. You're going to be in a channel that you can never break free from and get to elite level or improve your skill or your sport. So, relative rest. Get your flexibility back, build up your strength, and then when you reintroduce your sport or your exercise, the first 2 sessions back, and you've heard me say this before, the first 2 sessions back to the thing that you haven't done in a while or that the last time you did it hurt, first 2 sessions, stupid easy. That means slow movements. Nothing quick or jerky. So if you're a throwing athlete, for example, you can still throw, but you're not throwing 80 mile an hour, you're throwing 40 mile an hour. And if you're used to throwing an hour at a time, you throw 15 minutes. So cut everything way down, intensity-wise. Smooth, controlled movements. Work on your technique, on your form. Warm up beforehand, always. A warm up takes you from cold to peak output in nice, safe steps. A good warm up. Okay, so I'm going to do another video on what a good warm up is and how you can build your own. But a warm up pre-play, especially when you're coming back from injury, is the fastest way to get yourself back to your sport and the way to do it the safest and to boost your performance in that thing. So do everything right. You can't. At some point, when you're trying to improve the way your body functions and your skill in your sport, you're gonna hit a wall beyond which you have to do the maintenance on your vehicle. Otherwise, it's going to break down on the side of the road. So mental toughness. Listen to your body. Observe yourself. Don't assume you're never going to break. Your body will usually give you warnings ahead of time, little hints like, oh, I have this soreness here that I didn't used to have. I can still do everything. A couple days later, oh, I can't lift my arm. That's a trend in the wrong direction. That means back off long enough to recover a bit, address all your other things, flexibility, strength, then reintroduce in a super slow, super safe, stupid easy way. Only increase your training as all your parts green light each new incremental increase. Hope that's been helpful. If it has, definitely subscribe below, share with a friend. If you have a question you'd like me to answer, definitely leave that in the comment section below. I will try to get to it with a future video answer for you. Thanks, y'all.